What it do? It's your boy, Illuminated D. And you know what I'm saying? We back with another one. The first thing I want to do is thank you to everybody who's liked and commented. And to all the subscribers, Pops and I want to let you know how much we really appreciate you. For you to come and spend your time with us and to consume the content. While we understanding that you have busy lives, we want to thank you and bless. Well, family, I want to start this off. I know yesterday I dropped a video, I was looking like a homeless man, and now I look like brand new. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy how your barber can take you from being a homeless man to brand new. So blessed, right? Well, family, today I just wanted to come and talk to y'all about something that me and a couple of my coworkers were hitting on yesterday, and it was about how the poverty mindset in the overall society tries to tell you that you have to do it by yourself. And this is why it's the poverty mindset. See, the poverty mindset in us coming up is we realize that from the time of birth, right? From the time of birth, when you were a sperm, right? When you were a seed, it was PvP, player versus player. That means that out of 1 million sperm, you had to make it to the egg in order to survive. And if you didn't make it to the egg, you went down the wrong tube, you got caught by the white blood cells, you died. I'm gonna just keep it 100. So I want you to remember that every single person on earth was a winner at the very beginning, because if you didn't win the race, you died. Okay? I'm gonna just keep that 100. I'm gonna keep that A1 with you. So it was player versus player, and if you're seeing this video, you're a winner. Because if you didn't win, you wouldn't be a human today. You would have either went down the throat, you would have went down the toilet, you would have ended up on a sheet, you would have got hit with some spermicide, or you would have ended up in a condom, still getting flushed down the toilet. So I want to let you know, I want to congratulate you for being the strongest swimmer. I want to congratulate you because you are a winner up front. Now, after birth, this is what starts to set it apart. You have individuals who are born into a wealthy family, you have individuals who are born into a middle class family, and you have individuals who were born into poverty. Now, let's take the Mexicans, for example, right? A lot of my Mexican friends, they say what we do is, because we don't necessarily have the citizenship, what we will do is we'll team up together and we'll go and work the field, and we'll take all of our money and we'll buy a house. And then everybody will live in that house. And as everybody stacks up, we're putting money towards the house to pay the house off faster. And then once we pay the house off, then we buy somebody else a house. And then we continuously put all our money together and we buy that person a house. And then we buy another house for the next person, and so on, right? And they do the same thing with cars too. If you ever noticed that they be having some really nice trucks, right? But this is my point behind saying this, is because in the poverty mindset, right? You have all these different cultures. You have all these different cultures. The Asian community, they team up and they get Chinese restaurants. The Mexicans, they team up with their families and they work together. But what I keep seeing about the African American community a lot of times, right? And this one part is just directed towards the African American community, but this is basically towards Americans. But this part is what I see about the African American community. See, the African American community was systematically set up in a way to where they believe that they literally have to do everything by themselves, and because they try to do everything by themselves, they're not as successful as they could be as if they were working together with the team. See, what people don't understand is if you work together with the team, you ease the burden on a lot of different things. For example, let's use rent, for example. A 1-bedroom, 1-bath in Georgia is going for $1,200. So for one person, that costs $1,200. If two people team up to live in a 1-bedroom, 1-bath, let's say you're in a relationship, that instantly turns into $600. Oh my God. I teamed up with somebody and now I only got to pay $600. That is as if your partner is working. Now, let's say you get a 2-bedroom, 1-bath. Let's say you got two people that are a couple and then another person that gets the other bedroom. Oh my God. It's $1,400. Now let's divide that by 3. Okay, so 12, that turns into 6, cut in another. So now it turns into like 520 or maybe even 480 divided by 3. Now let's say you can get a 4-bedroom, 4-bath, right? A 4-bedroom, 4-bath. And then you got 4 people that live in there and they're all splitting the rent, and that's going for $1,600 in Georgia, right? I'm just using this as an example. Well, by yourself, you're paying $1,600 for a 4-bedroom, 4-bath apartment. 4 people, that turns into $400. My point that I'm trying to make to y'all is that everybody tries to say, oh, I want to be on my own. I want to do this by myself. I need to start my life. I'm trying to be successful. Well, how are you going to be successful if you never team up with anybody in order to make the life burdens easier for self? And my point that I'm trying to make, right, is that in the American culture, everybody believes that it's player versus player. And no, it's not player versus player. You have shitty people in the world. Shitty people that don't want to do you any good too. So you got to remember that you got to pick your friends in your circle wisely. Because if you don't pick them wisely, you can be the one that's up, but they're going to always take you down. So you got to surround yourself with people that either have the potential, if you put them in position to go to the next level, who won't jump ship after they get on because they get too big-headed and feel like they're better than the team, or you have individuals who are already set and you team up with them to accomplish a common goal. And I'm trying to tell this to the people because I always see so many people really believing that they got to do everything by themselves. And that mindset is a poverty mindset. It's going to keep you broke forever. It's going to keep you doing less than. It's going to keep you in less than type of mindset, because what people don't understand is that you can't do it all by yourself. And you got to find individuals who are going to invest in you just as much as you have to be willing to invest in them. And you can't get on and then jump ship. See, when you start jumping ship, it looks at you like a liability, especially if you jump ship after you say that you're going to do something. And then when you jump ship and you don't put yourself in a better position and you're in a shitty position, and then you're struggling and now you can't afford to help the team, does that make sense? So if you're going to find a team, stay with the team, cook together, work together, grind together, accomplish the goal. You use all of your assets separately, bringing it back to a common goal so that you can all elevate faster. But if you can't do that, you're going to be in poverty forever and you're going to stay broke together. Because in my career field, we have somebody who has a job for everything. Listen, I work on the trucks. So that means that it's my job to maintain the trucks. We got people that cook. It's their job to cook so that the people that work on the trucks can eat. The people that work in the finance office can eat. We got lawyers. So whenever I have a legal problem inside of my career field, I can go to them and I can ask for answers. And you know what they can do? They can research it and give me those answers and I don't have to pay for it. We got people that work on the airplanes. So if I got to go on a flight and go overseas to another country to accomplish a goal, so we can get the trucks there, that means they gotta be the ones to fly the plane, or they gotta be the mechanics to fly the plane. There's a point that I'm trying to prove in all of this, and what it first comes down to is people gotta stop being so selfish. See, people, a lot of times they confuse selfish with collaboration. See, collaborating is what's going to get you to the next level. Wanting to be successful in a sole goal is not selfish, but being inside of a team and then leaving the team to try and go do a self goal that puts you back in the same position that you were just in after you have already superseded is dumb. It's dumb. And I'm telling y'all, family, I'm telling y'all, I'm giving y'all the realest knowledge. I'm giving y'all them keys. I'm giving y'all some hindsight. But I want to tell y'all, man, I want to tell y'all, if your friend can't even give you a band, they can't give you 500 because they selfish, because they were up and now they're not, due to their life choices and not making the right choices with their life. You got to reevaluate, family. You got to reevaluate your circle, reevaluate your friends. And it is okay to separate from friends that don't have the right mindset due to them being selfish or due to them making bad life decisions. And it is okay. It is okay. All right. I want to let y'all know that it is okay. And it's okay to separate yourself. Sometimes you have to separate yourself in order to get to the next level. And if you're not willing to do that, you're going to go down with the shit. You're going to go down with the shit, family. So let me just keep this on it because it's hitting me prevalently. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm up. I'm up. I'm up. The market hit and I'm up. And I'm really about to be up. I keep telling you I'm about to get the lamb. I was looking at the lambs this morning. I'm not going to pull up in a lamb though, because it doesn't make any sense to get M's and then go spend $250 when you can just take the M, invest it at a 4% rate and get paid every single month. Why would I do that when I could just live free? Why acquire expenses when you can live free? You can travel, you can do whatever you want across the world. Doesn't make sense to get the lamb. But family, I'm trying to put y'all on game, all right? I'm trying to put y'all on game. But with that being said, we all want to be successful. We all want to be somewhere in life. But in order to do that, you got to do something that you ain't never done before. And that's the reason that we doing this right here, right now. Get out of those selfish mindsets. Find a team. Find a team of at least 4 people. You need that go-getter. You need that person that know how to make something shake when nothing shaking. You need that person that knows how to control the room. And you need that person that's chill. And if you get all 4 individuals and they all grinders, success is inevitable. Bless.